So, I thought losing my job was bad. This is actually worse. Um, I haven't been excommunicated, but let's just say I'm not in a great standing with my church. I'm not having a great time in life. And I was kind of really relying on the church to come through for me there. And instead it seems that they were like the final piece. I hope the fucking final fucking hit on this gauntlet I've been running, because I mean for like a year now it's been nothing but, you know, just one bad thing after another. And no, I'm not asking for sympathy. The reason you show up here, assuming that people from the church are now watching this, I know they are. Um, no, shit. Well, I'm presenting this here for your amusement. Feel free to take joy in it. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. I really could care less what the internet's opinion is. I'm here, as always, to use the. Oh, good. I've got a message from Esoteric. I have some shit to say about that asshole in a second. Um, I really, as always, the channel is here because I like to hear myself talk. Because YouTube is a toy and I have fun with it. You know, the fact is, y'all didn't. People on the internet, and they know who they are, decide to fuck with my real life. And y'all can tell, I'm not going to get into it, but no, that fucking, the internet got to my church, probably John Keese. I mean, we all know that was that dude, and like he's got real reason to be scared of me now. I'll just say that. But I don't know. I'm in a real weird place. I feel like the church has really let me down right now. I'm just gonna be real. I I I did not need to. I did not need another fucking blow to the head. I did not need to be kicked while I was down. This was not helpful in any way. And like I don't know what this means. Shit. I think I'm going to be deleting the channel. I don't think I can be on here if this is going to be what's going on. Like, I don't know whether I want to now. The problem is, I genuinely believe in uh, Joseph Smith. So, is it's not like I can just leave. But I don't think I can be on the internet anymore if like you guys are going to go IRL. It's not fun. Like if the goal I don't know whether I want anymore, to. That's it now. Queen, if I did leave this religion, I'd promptly join another very right wing, very Christian religion. Probably something like Mormonism, but with a cross. That's what it would look like to you. What happened, Fidel, is that people went in real life and it caused consequences for me with my church, which was more important to me than my job, man. And it's not like I can just quit the church, but I'm really pissed off at the church right now because, um, there was some shit that I'm not getting into it, but like this is fucking trolling, I guess now. His Forge gang is having a pet retard who they run around going on. What happened was John Keese contacted my church, and as a result of that, bad shit happened to me, church-related shit. Some stuff I wanted is not going to happen now, and it's enough that I really should fucking like. I think maybe this is the A-Logs win stream, right? Maybe this is you guys. I finally like Shaggy, like, but it sucks that this is the level you will now take it to. Now going in real life is okay. Now fucking with people's churches is okay. Fuck's sake. Well, I'd be stupid not to quit. I think it's like no, no. I haven't been kicked out. I'm still in the Latter-day Saints church. It's just I can't go to the temple. It's shit, and you know, no, it's not a-logging. It's being an asshole. When you take it IRL, you're not some douchebag on the internet. You're a fuckhead who's fucking with someone else's life. Like it's like if I go to someone's job and pull my dick out and say, "Hey, this is my bro," and get him fired and shit. Is that just being a clown or is that getting someone fired? Oh, that's Warhammer. That's the retard from Forge Gang that they keep saying is harmless. The guy who's like fucking stalking me and called my church and my job, done everything to fuck up my life. Because he's done this to other people and he has a history of doing this shit. But he's a harmless retard, right? It's not like he has a long 15-year history of doing highly fucked up and destructive. She's also a pedophile, but they think he's hilarious, so it doesn't matter that he fucks kids, that he threatens to molest children on the internet. But I mean, John Keese is a massive celebrity now. Warhammer, thank you for contacting my church. Great job. Thank you to everyone involved in this for fucking up my life once again. That was great. I really appreciate that. Lovely to be made a pariah amongst my own faith. That kaleidoscope can sink into the abyss. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Rick, but like, to be honest, do you think I walked into the church with my dick in hand and a malt liquor in the other? I put, like, Rick, for fuck's sake, Rick Perry, how stupid are you? Do you know how many Mormons there are drinking beer and smoking pot? They're just not doing it online. And had it never gotten back to the church wouldn't have given a fuck because they wouldn't have thought it could get back to them. They don't care. It's like the church itself is a corporation and acts like one. Okay? Unfortunately, they also have the keys to vital parts of my religion. So, like, I don't know. You guys are helping Surfer convert me to his fucking faith in the most ass way possible. Like, at the expense of your own souls, you'll certainly burn in hell for doing this. But if Mormonism is the wrong religion, well, that is God's work because a bunch of dead logs will burn so that I might be saved, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to be optimistic about it all. Yes, Queen, I was booted from my home, my job. That happened a while ago. That was the last time I was felted. But getting kicked out of my home and my job at the same time was actually not quite as fucked up as this. Like I feel fucking numb right now. Well, yeah. Well, Forge Gang wins. Forge Gang wins. They are the premium pedophile gang on the internet. Remember that John Keese, I can't remember whether it's dick girls or 14-year-olds that he prefers, but it's one of those. Um, in any case, thank you to Chan Kidoki. Definitely you're definitely far more along the head towards along the road to being a good Christian than I am. You know, all the Forge Gang faggots really have shown me the light in regards to that. I mean, no, I don't know what to believe because on the one hand, the church is like completely fucked me on this, right? Uh, and on the other hand, like, um, I don't know, like, I'll survive this like I do seemingly everything, but well, Fidel, you'd think. That's why I'm kind of pissed. The church, you'd think the church would. Um, but I mean, look, John Keese, like, you've made an enemy. You've made a sincere enemy today. Um, I'm gonna get you for this in real life, John Keese. I'm going to get you for this. I might be in prison for what I do, but you'll be in the morgue if it comes to that, you fat fuck. Like, it's gay to go in real life. I thought that was the rules on this side of the internet. It's gay to go IRL. What happened to that? What happened to that? No, what happened was they let someone like here's the deal. Let's do a thing about Warhammer, right? Let's get into it. Okay? Uh fuck it. Um there we go. This ugly pedophile right here. Right? He's been doing this shit for years. Let's get into some shit about him because I typically ignored him because I really you don't want some crazy asshole like this following you around. But since this fucker is involved uh, in my life now, let's get into him. Okay. First off, he's never had a fucking job. He's had two jobs. He lasted less than a month. So he tries to get other people fired, right? That's what he does. He sits at home. He's highly autistic. Like he was literally retarded in some ways. That's not a joke. I would be doing him a disservice if I didn't point it out. John Keese, aside from being a terrible person in many ways, is actually in some ways retarded. It's been suspected that he has Cushing syndrome, just because of the way he looks. But I don't know how legit that is, and I don't give a fuck what's physically wrong with him. I care like the fact that like socially the guy's a fucking nuisance. He's a pest. Um, he has spent pretty much his entire adult life, and he's like in his 40s now, living at his parents, and you know, uh, most of his time is spent like talking about shit no one cares about to an empty stream. Like he's literally insane. But the thing about literally insane people is that they can be pathetic and they can be sad, but they can also be fucking monsters. Not all monsters look like American Psycho. Not all monsters are impressive. Some of them are just little warts on the ass end of humanity, like this sack of shit. Um, maybe Shaggy the Baptist would be a good arc if this goes that way. Like I'm not leaving the church because I feel I don't think I could. But I mean, I guess if they're not going to kick me out and I'm not going to the temple, fuck it. Let's focus on this. Let's focus on getting back at you. Listen, this guy, well, aside from being a pedophile, it's like the problem is that when you have someone this fucking stupid, naturally the retards who follow him around are going to be similarly fucked up. We had this guy called Yiros who wanted to be well, I'd say he wanted to be Jim, but he couldn't even be ear juice. He was like discount ear juice, and Yiros decided to invent a Frankenstein. But to, you know what, Yiros was A-logging me, but to his credit, Yiros at least fucking obeyed the code of the A-log, which is you don't do shit like this retard does. But what Yiros failed to fucking do was put fail safes on his stupid Frankenstein. So he basically introduced this dangerous retard to the most irresponsible group of dumbasses who don't give a fuck what, like, they don't understand, they don't care. Like, they're just terrible fucking people. Like the worst scum in a community of scum. And they said, hey, this retard will do anything you can convince him to, as long as you cheer him on and make it. And naturally, they have him do shit that no one else would do, because no one else would do that. You don't fucking call someone's church. Like, this is shit that back in the day you did this, like, you'd be called a faggot from one side of the internet to the other. But I mean, this is what's content now. I mean, it sucks. It sucks that I have to deal with this asshole. It sucks that I may now, like, this asshole's really fucking watch your back, dude. Watch your fucking back. Um, like, yeah. Like, this is a pro, like, he claims he also got me fired. You know, I know I that wasn't in the termination letter, and if they were in communication with him, they were dumb not to put that in there, for fuck's sake. Because like what they put in there makes them look like the bad guys. Well, they are. They told the truth, basically. I don't think this guy contacted shit, but he definitely contacted my church. And I'd like to also thank Esoteric Shaggyism. There's a reason I took some of that shit off the internet. You know, maybe it's not a good idea to have me waving a gun around on the internet, but thanks, dude. Thank you. Uh, really hope you don't have any fucking personal flaws that come out on the internet. Because if anyone ever digs into who the fuck you are, and I find out that you're anything less than I am, I'm just going to make it my business to pick on every little fucking flaw. But I mean, it's hard to pick on someone when you're dealing with this level of excrement. I mean, you just look, you know, this is. I don't have to explain that this person is human shit. That's the joke. But realistically, I get that some people find excrement funny. But I've been watching these fucktards stand around this pile of shit, pointing at it and laughing at the pile of shit on the road for a long damn time now, and I'm sick of finding this pile of shit on my yard. Okay? No, this dude really did call my church, and it really did have severe consequences for me. That shouldn't be fucking okay. I don't know if that's what's Kino now. Great. Fuck you. I don't want to be part of that. I really do need to consider just shutting shit down, which sucks because I really enjoyed being on here. I didn't mind y'all having a laugh at my expense, telling you what my honest beliefs were, because I figured, hey, it's harmless, right? It's not like these people are reporting to my boss, not like they're reporting to, but like, no, fuck it. Let's just bring the corporate culture in here. Let's just bring the fucking PC patrol right into the comedy club. um, Thanks, guys. Thanks. That's well, we're gonna have a look at the people making fun of me in the chat now, because it wouldn't be this show without that self-mortifying experience. Let's just say that. Yeah, Ghost of Niccolo, he did, or one of you did, but I'm thinking it was him. And if it wasn't him, then that's a problem, because it was someone who got the idea that he could do it by watching him. The fact is that it was Forge Gang that normalized this going IRL shit, at least in regards to me. I don't know, maybe it's just a special rule for Shaggy that you can do that shit. But I'm pretty sure that if I go away, they'll make that a rule for someone else. So, no, it's not bullshit, Ghost. It's not. You guys have been fucking doing this shit for a long damn time. Sorry. Um, yeah, Ghost, I've done stupid shit, Ghost. I've done stupid shit in my life, but they didn't fire me for stupid shit. I was fired for being Christian. And like, yeah, the church should have had my back on this, in my opinion, but I feel like even a bunch of A-logs on the internet should have, at least not for my sake, but for the simple sake of sanity, should have known that when someone starts going IRL, you know, I'm not going to explain this. Trying to moralize to the internet is stupid. Ghost, there's people who are actually at the place in the chat. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay? There's people like shut the fuck up, Ghost. Like, don't you think some of those kids would come in here to dunk on me if that was the case, dumbass? Don't you think if I was some sort of sack of shit who was vicious to them, that would have bit me in the ass? They wouldn't have people in here who were part of that group defending me. I tell you this, whatever fucking Christian community I join, it won't be the skinheads, you dumbass. Well, I think a job, a home, and church all in one is way too low. Maybe it's a test from God. I still have faith in Christ. But I mean, I guess that's like, if Warhammer really is responsible for that, if he wants credit for that, then I just want to know, is that funny now? Is that funny that a retarded man can, is allowed and then everyone, like, okay, great. Yeah, just keep having him in this, like, yeah, scold him and like just no, he should be made a pariah for doing that shit. But I guess it'll take it until he does it a few more times before say, hey, this is fucking, you know, Omega. If you really mean that, now is not the time to be telling me to repent. Like, if I was ever going to leave Mormonism, this is probably the closest I'm ever going to. Like, I am closer now to leaving the church than I ever have been. I literally am closer to fucking rereading the Bible, just the King James version, than I ever fucking had. Um, so don't be telling me to repent. I've done nothing but try to do Christ's will. But like, I don't know if the problem is I still believe in the Latter Day Saints Church. I don't believe, honestly, that I'm ever going to make it to the temple, but fuck it. Fuck it. No, I don't want to fucking join another group of Mormons. Like, there's two roads here, and they're both leading to Christ. All right, I'm either going with Southern Baptist because it's literally just the easiest thing to fucking bypass all the shit and just preach the way I believe the Bible should be preached, or I'm going to stick to the road, like hold the line. I think I'm gonna hold the line because God says to hold the fucking line. But I'm tired of holding the fucking line on this. Like, I really needed the church to come through for me here, not fucking. I don't know. It doesn't matter because regardless of whether I was a Baptist, a Catholic, or a Mormon, I still would have objected to the shit I got fired for. This isn't about me getting fired. This has nothing to do with that. It's completely irrelevant to that. Like, I really needed my church to come through for me, and instead they hurt me. And they hurt me pretty fucking bad. And that sucks. And yeah, I'm way more pissed at various factions in my real life than Omega. I'm the. Look, I, I just think it's kind of fucked up that I now have to worry about people contacting folks in my real life because people thought it would be fun to let a child into the bar, basically. Warhammer never had a place in this community, okay? You shouldn't have brought in a dangerous retard. It's like a dog that bites. You should have known. Uh, yeah, Ghost of Niccolo, I really don't see a need for you in the chat anymore. Just the wrong time for it. Goodbye. Now, I really don't hate Ghost of Niccolo that much. It's just I don't want to deal with him right now. He should know like there's a time and place to be poking at people. And if you're gonna do it like right now, when someone's literally like fucking wounded and you're gonna be poking, that's a scumbag move. But I don't know how to undo that, and I'm never going to attempt it. So that's Ghost of Niccolo's last interaction with my chat, unless he wants to make an alt. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like, fuck it. I've never been a Freemason, and I don't really give a shit. Look, if Mormonism, I liked Mormonism, but I don't know if they want me around, and it's pointless. Um, I want to be a man of God. That's the only thing that gives me any joy in life or any purpose. So I try to do right by a faith. I find a way to do Christ's work, and yeah, Omega Point. That's exactly what the Latter Day Saints Church told me. Are you telling me I should stick with the church? Okay. So we got someone advocating I stay with the Latter Day Saints Church. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I'm kind of fucking bitter about this. Like, this sucks. This really fucking sucks. Whatever. Whatever. Sometimes you must burn everything down so you can have nothing at all. To quote War, fuck it. Fuck it. I'll sit in the ruins. I've done that before. We done that before. Look, they don't like that I'm drinking. They don't like that I'm clearly get. Look, I mean, as I told them in the little meeting, and they're watching this now. Yeah, I'm in a lot of fucking pain. My life's not going well. I'm terribly sick. I'm terribly unhappy, and I literally work in an industry that revolves around poverty and misery. Okay, like I don't have it in me to fake a smile every day. Now I love God very much. You have to do this work. You have to fucking survive living in the sort of shit I do. Honestly, I mean, without faith, people like me end up on crack cocaine or fucking in an asylum. But I don't know. Yeah, do you have anything you want to like? Nah, fuck. I shouldn't just. Oh, I ban Ghost all the time because Ghost is fucking annoying as shit. I sometimes like he wants to not be a troll, and like yeah, I get that he's not the worst person on the planet, which is why I really didn't want to ban him permanently. It's just like let me see if I'll undo that. I don't know if I can. I don't like people are always telling me they don't know how to unban people. Yeah, apparently it's hard to unban people. And I don't know whether that's bullshit like trolls told me or whether that's actually true that banning unbanning people unhiding people from the chat is a pain in the ass, but I don't actually give a fuck. Fuck it. If fucking if they can't figure it out over on PPP's channel, I can't fucking figure it out here. But one of the things they wanted, like, in order to get into the temple, I definitely have to delete this shit. Um, and oh, you guys are all degenerates, and I have to stop associating with it. Well, I mean, yeah, you guys are all degenerates, but like the Latter Day, let me make it clear: the church's opinion of you guys is far less than their opinion of me. They didn't kick me out, and I'm not really like as depressed as I am about this. I'm not leaving the church. I'm basically going to accept that I'm a Jack Mormon, I'm a drunken fuck up, and that I'm not getting into the temple. I'll be lucky to get into heaven, quite frankly. That's always been the joke of the channel. No, I'm not a beta. I'm a Chad. I fucked the hottest girl in high school. ZXV. I was already fucking inside her by the time I got my first kiss. And she was the hottest girl in school. I'm skinny as hell because I'm sick, but no, never had a problem with girls, ZXV. Never had a problem in that regard. I'm not really ashamed of that. Never been ashamed of that. They don't like, well, yeah, no, most people don't like, no, they're concerned because the shit they saw was me drunk after I got fired. They haven't seen like a lot of it, but like they looked into it enough to know who Ashton is, to know who Surfer is, and to know who, like, they brought up like the Kino Casino, and just they knew a disturbing amount. That it's just, look, I don't think I can continue to be on the internet if I don't know. I don't. I think it's probably a good idea to stop now. Like, I think this is probably a good idea to stop. Like, it's been fun, but this has become an impediment to my spiritual well-being, and like it's one of two things, right? I'm doing something wrong in life, and God has punished me, and it's going to church and trying to do the right thing in the name of God, or it's hanging out with you people, because there's really not much else going on right now. So, like, I think the thing I'm doing that's wrong is hanging out with Chat, the schizophrenic demon, right? I think hanging out with a bunch of people who only want to see things get worse for you, who only want to see things get bad for you, probably has predictable consequences. Maybe it's time to log off. Maybe that's congratulations. You finally taught me the lesson. We don't like you. Go away. Thank you. Thank you. You're great people. Great Christian community. Great community of Christians. ZXV, if you ever thought I'd do that, you're as big a faggot as PPP is. All right, so I'm done here. I'm done. All of you can suck my 8-inch cock. I'm done.